In a world where a mix of culture influences the abundance of our differences, we thrive to find a common ground, a desire to be in unison with each other. That desire is echoed by our need to a fulfilling life, a life that speaks of our vision coming to reality and a life that reflects our greatness. Whoever you are, wherever you may be, empowering yourself means allowing you to be who you are destined to be. You are irreplaceable. I am super excited about today's episode. You're probably wondering what I was doing. Well, I've been creating an artwork and a painting of my 2013. Did you know that your creator has an exciting, fabulous plan for your life in 2013? He has a colorful, vibrant, fun plan for your life. So let's get colorful, let's get bold, let's get confident, and let's get vibrant in picturing yours and mine 2013. Did you know that this year you can start to live a life of fulfillment? You can start to live the life that you've only dreamed of and yet not seen happen yet. In this episode, we're going to discover keys on how we can live our full potential this year. Are you tired of talking about what you want to see happen or not sure what you want to see happen in your life? Well, in this episode, we're going to discover the plan for our 2013. We're going to discover who we really are. We're going to discover our vision. We're going to discover our purpose. And we're going to rise up and encourage others to do the same in their world. So here you can see, this is my vision board that I've started for 2013. And so what I do every year is I picture a color that I want to describe my year. And the color that I pictured for my year is green. Why green? Because green speaks of growth. Green speaks of nourishment, of flourishing, of life, of freshness, of happiness, of contentment. And so I chose the color green. And then I thought, who do I want to be in 2013? That's the next very important, powerful step. And so I looked at my key qualities. I encourage you to do the same. Who do you want to be in 2013? Who do you want to be? And I decided in 2013, I want to be a communicator. I want to be vibrant. I want to be creative. I want to be nurturing and encouraging and compassionate towards others. I want to be giving to those in my world. I want to be feminine. I want to be gentle. I want to be patient. I want to be kind. This is who I want to be in 2013. And then I've also written a statement that I have the resources I need to do what I'm purposed to do. You know, there's a lot of teachings out there. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. But rather than being focused on exact money, exact dollars, there's power in becoming focused on contentment, being happy with what you have now, and being thankful and believing that you have the resources you need to do what you're purposed to do. Of course, I am irreplaceable. I encourage you to write that on your dream board too. You are irreplaceable. I am blessed physiologically. I am blessed psychologically. I am blessed financially. I am blessed relationally. And now this isn't just some genie in a bottle that if you just write anything random, it's going to come to pass because the universe says so. I'm not talking about that airy-fairy stuff. I'm talking about having an understanding of who you are, the qualities you have, the talents you have, and making goals around that. And then I remind myself when sometimes I get insecure or doubt my talent, I remind myself I am loaded with immeasurable talent. Do you know this is a very easy way that every morning you can remind yourself of who you are, what you want to do, what you have, and where you want to go in life. And I would encourage you, I know I'm probably looking like a bit self-focused, talking about this, but the idea is so that I will give you an example for you to do the same, because the purpose of this, the reason I did this painting is to encourage you in your journey to living your goals in 2013. I would encourage you to have a picture or photo of yourself doing what your dream is. I've done a picture of me with the show because that's a real focus for my year, is I want to encourage you guys through this show. Then I've written the word walk because we need to take action steps to see the goal happen. And when I walk with action, when I walk with a giving heart, with a giving attitude, when I maximize what I already have, then I will win in what I have been purposed to do with my 2013. So that's, very simply and easily how you can take your first step this year, 2013, to living the life that you've only ever imagined. Because we all know that when we don't have a clear picture of what we want in life, we start to feel bored, we start to feel down, we start to feel frustrated because we can't see a purpose, we can't see a destination in mind to head towards. And next up, we're actually going to do a mini coaching session. We'll actually get to see the power of discovering your vision for the year. And our special guest is actually going to be doing this process too within the coaching session. Happy New Year! It's an exciting 2013 we've entered. I'm Katy, and it's time that you know that you are irreplaceable. Earlier we discovered that there is an exciting plan and incredible possibilities for our 2013. We learnt that it all is to do with what we imagine and picture for our lives. About 7 or 8 years ago, I didn't really know who I was. I just finished high school, just been to college, and I thought, I know that I really want to make a difference with my life. I know there's something irreplaceable about me, but I'm not sure what exactly. So I decided to look back on my life as a child. What was I like as a child? And because I knew that that would show my key personality, what is irreplaceable about me. And as a child, I loved talking. In preschool nap time, when I was 3 years old, I would be talking all the time. In fact, during nap time, I'd be talking to my friend. I also realized that when I was very young, I loved to paint, I loved to draw. I even painted the walls of the house, much to my parents' consternation and surprise. And so that showed me a vision of who I am. That my qualities are that I'm creative, and my qualities are that I'm a communicator. So I discovered very simply from looking at who I was really as a child, I could discover a vision who I am and who I want to be. Continue on taking steps forward daily towards that goal, and don't be focused on other people's opinions about it unless they're mentors or people who have practical advice to help you and have constructive criticism. If not, don't allow the other opinions of others to affect you and what you want to achieve in the year. So I do that every day. I focus on my artwork of my vision and the action steps I need to take, so that every day I'm reminded to take steps in line with what I want. Another good way in which you can achieve your vision is by having a life coach, because a life coach on a regular basis will check in with you to see how you're going. help you create the artworks, help you discover what your real gifts are, what your real talents are, help you discover what steps you can take forward. And so I'm very, very excited today as a life coach to have the opportunity to show you the process, so that as you watch me coach someone today, you can watch it, listen and learn to how you can apply these same exciting, easy principles so that you can make your life in 2013 so successful and so exciting. So with me today I have Maybelle Varon, and she's involved in heading up the marketing at Eye Centre at Crossroads.
Yes.
And it was so cool, Maybelle, meeting you yesterday.
Yeah, we had, a very long chat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it was pretty
it.
much an episode in itself. I think so.
I wish we had actually the filming then. Like the stuff we were talking about, we were so inspired.
Yeah.
Other people, I was so inspired by
good.
our conversation. I can see that you're very talented young lady, and you have a lot of skills, and I'm sure that by our coaching session that you'll be able to take steps towards the vision you have.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've never had an encounter with a life coach before, so this is something new and interesting for me.
So viewers, this hasn't been done before together. You are seeing this live, fresh and raw, this coaching session. So I can see that you've started a bit of an artwork here.
Yes, I couldn't help it, The coffee got me a little hyper earlier, so...
Me too, actually. Yeah, so what does this circle represent that you've started?
Actually, in a bit, this is gonna turn into a pizza. So I'm a big fan of food. So hence the symbolism. So I would like this to be filled with, several ingredients, which will represent my goals and my resolutions for 2013.
Awesome. Yeah. So what I wanted to do is, what's your favorite color?
Okay, let's pick yellow because...
Yellow?
Yes.
What is it that you love most about yellow? How does the color yellow represent you?
It's bright and it's happy. And it's always on the lookout, I'm always on the lookout for something exciting.
Yeah. For me, I often use green or purple.
Okay.
And the reason is green is a color of life. And so for me, I want to bring life to others. So that's why I love green.
Yeah.
So viewers, when you start a coaching session, even if you're doing it on your own or with a coach, think about what color describes you, because that's actually important for your artworks as well.
Okay.
And so then, now what I want to do is give you some colored pencil.
Okay.
And I want you to write on your paper when I tell you to. If you were not limited by anything this year, 2013, who do you want to be this year?
Okay, just...
Yeah.
Anything and everything I want to be and do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it cool that the color of your personality you're even wearing in the jacket?
I know, it's
like amazing.
Yeah, we're both actually wearing our,
our
favorite colors.
Our personalities.
Yeah.
So it's actually a really good way to remind us of our vision, is wearing colors that describe us and what we want, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm just writing anything that comes to mind.
Yeah, so just take your time. I'm gonna give you a few minutes. I'm not gonna say anything.
There you go.
So the first step, viewers, is actually brainstorming for a few minutes with quiet. If you could be anyone, who would you be in 2013? So you've got to write that down first.
Oh dear, I think I'm writing...
It's okay if you've got extra ones, it's okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just the key things that, I want to do or want to achieve.
So the first thing is, it's important for viewers to understand too, is before you even look at what you achieve, is if you could also write down who you want to be in 2013. For instance, I mentioned that I'm creative, I'm a communicator, I'm gentle, I'm nurturing, qualities of your personality.
So there's my...
So viewers, you can be doing this with us now. What's your style? What are your strengths? What's your personality? What are some of the qualities? Are you bold? Are you quiet? Are you a thinker? Are you a doer?
Oh yeah, definitely big on talking and
Talking
with people.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I also like, helping out or getting involved in some sort of, in outreach activities and anything that has to do with service.
Awesome.
Yes.
I love those kind of things as well.
That's one thing that, I know that I really love to do and that really fulfills me.
That's good.
So yeah, I think these are the key things right now. So,
yes.
And of course, creative. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then
There
the
you
next step is, do you mind closing your eyes just for a few minutes?
Sure.
Okay. And I want you to picture the end of 2013. You're at December 2013.
Okay.
And I want you to picture what you're doing at the end of 2013. What have you achieved at the end of the year?
Okay.
What are you feeling around you? What are you seeing? And who are you with? What's happening? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I put that down here.
Yeah, you can write it down. I'm sorry, I don't have another yellow one.
No worries.
But you can do this your own copy, artwork of this later, if you want, after this.
Any bright color will do.
Yeah.
Okay, so the end of the year.
So, viewers, so what we're doing at the moment is picturing ourselves at the end of 2013, picturing what you've achieved, what you want to achieve by the end of 2013, this year, and who you're with, what you're feeling, what you're seeing happening in your world, what you're doing. Because sometimes picturing and practically going forward in time in our mind's eye can actually help us backtrack and look at what steps we need to take to get from now, the beginning of 2013, to the end of the year. When we come back, we take a glimpse on how Maybelle plans to achieve her goals for 2013 and what action steps she is willing to take to get there, expressing it through a vibrant work of art.